I'm back over here again on the east side. Yeah. There's the gate to go out, but I'm not going to go out yet. I gotta check something else out while I'm here. Yeah. Oi, a big wet spot there. I just almost drove through it. Yeah, still water standing. Huh. Why is there water standing there? Anyway, this is the woods. This is, like I said, this is my playground. Let me go over here. There's the gate. I'm going to go out later. And there's the gate and there's the farm. Yeah. That's a good picture. My brother's house is on the right. My dad's house and sheds are in the middle. And then my niece's house is on the far left. Yeah. That's a good picture. I like it. But I got somewhere else I want to go. I haven't been here in years. I've been here maybe once in a while. I come out here, but not very often. Yeah, not very often. Oh boy, a little bit bumpy ride over here. Now this is the flat ground. Yeah, but then here's where that branch along the edge of that woods there. This is where that branch starts, right through here somewhere. Somewhere here. Yeah, it starts to go downhill from here. And there used to be a way to drive in here. I guess there still is. Yeah. I don't know if I want to drive in there though. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to turn around. Thought about walking in. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna drive in just to see if I can. Hey, I just found that culvert. I guess that's the culvert I had. That looks like some culverts that I had set up on that road coming in. Looks like our brother dug them out. Well, they probably caved in or something. The plastic one, I'm not sure where that came from. I'm not sure. Well, I'm gonna take a chance. I drove in part way. It looks like it's clear, so I'm gonna see what it looks like farther down. Yeah, we used to come in here too. This is our one of our main ways to go in. This area anyway. Yeah. I drove up to here. I had to move this one fallen tree, but I got it out of the way. At one point, after I got out of the Navy, I think, I was thinking about building a log cabin out here. I never got around to it. I don't think I can go very far here, but a few limbs here and there. Wait! What is that? What is that? Huh. I just drove over something. I can go out and see what it is. over a big twig, dead branch, but I got it. That's some kind of a good lumber in there. I'm guessing it was somebody in the family. Looks like there's a stairs there. Looks like something like a playhouse or something. There's even a plastic chair, folding chair. Yeah, the one here at the ground, on the ground is some kind of a ladder with a handrail, and the one over there on them, stacked up on them logs, is some type of looks like a deck or something. But there's some nice lumber in there. I saw some lumber as I came into the woods. Anyway, hope there were no nails in here. I don't know how far I can go. That's about as far as I can go. Although it does look like it turns here. But I don't want to go too far. Not with my truck. I can't turn around. I can turn around here. I'll go a little further. Yeah, I might be able to turn around. Let me go further. I might be able to turn around here if I have to back up. Yeah. I haven't been in here in 20 years maybe. It's been a long time since I came back in the air. Yeah, now they're on this ridge here. This is the high spot, and on my left would be that ravine, the branch that's over close to the east side, on the way to my brother's property. And on my left, or no, on my right, that was on my left. On my, oh, here's a couple of branches. I got to get out and move them. Okay, just a couple branches. I'm not sure, but I think the cattle are using this sometimes. My brother's cattle. I'm going farther in than I thought I could. I'm not sure if my brother uses it anymore, but he might use it too. But I think mostly he goes around along the east fence to go out to his pasture, so not much. I think there's another branch. I better get out and pick it up. Oh, they were just small stuff. But sometimes the small stuff was the worst because they could get hung up underneath your truck and drag. There's some more small ones, but I remember this road. Yeah. I don't think I want to go down the hill though. Yeah, I think this goes down. Yeah, this goes down to that branch. Let's see if I can turn around here. This goes down the. Yeah, this goes down the hill to the left and comes up there by my brother's. Yeah, I can see my brother's pasture now through the trees. I'm going to see if I can turn around here. I ain't going down there. I may not be up and get out. I think I could pull in there. Pull in here. I don't hit something. Let's see if I can back this up enough to get out of here. tree behind me. So far, I haven't hit nothing yet. I'm getting close to the tree though. Hold up. I think I can make it. Yeah, I made it. I think. I hit something. Go out and take a look. I'm on foot now. I got my truck parked to go out. Yeah, there's the road. There's a big... I could probably have gone through there. I'm going to go down and take a look. I probably could have drove through here. I surely didn't want to though, because if I get hung up down here, there'd be no way out for me. Not my truck. Yeah, that's the road going up to my brother's, to the southeast corner of the farm. I guess nobody's been through here for a while. I think somebody put a culvert in here. It's wet. Yeah, there's the neighbor's field over that way to the south. And going up that hill is my brother's gate. Let me see if I can move this log. Just drag it out of the way. Across some brush. And I also noticed there's a culvert in here. I don't remember the culvert being in here. It looks like an old one. Maybe it did. Maybe my dad had it in there. I don't know. I don't remember. Now that that log is gone, I think I'll be able to drive through here with a truck. That's good to know. I'm going to walk back to the truck up there, but there's a couple of branches I got to get out of the way. But this big one's out of the way, and that culvert's wide enough I can drive across it, I think. Truck's up there. But I'm going to keep going to the other end. Yeah, I'm almost to the end. A little rough through here, but truck can make it. If it ain't too wet. Yeah, a little wet through here. Remember this is a low spot. Yeah, there's some wet spots through here. I ain't going all the way. There's a big ditch there too. But I think you can go around that way. I gotta get my footing, get through this wet spot. Going to the wet spot, I'm gonna go through this area that the cattle have been using. Out of the woods. The gate on top of the hill. I think that's the way in. There's a ditch over that way. You could drive in this way. There's a wet past that, there's a wet spot. I don't think I want to drive through that. Yeah, it's really wet through here. And I couldn't even hardly walk through there, so I went around. The cattle go around it too. Although sometimes they go through here, but they go up and around. And they even come through here. Through here. And then up the hill that way. That's how they go. So I'm going to go the same way. That's too wet to drive through. I'm going to follow the cow path. Go back down to the road. The culvert's down that way. culvert. Okay, time to walk back to the truck. Seen what I needed to see. This branch goes out toward the neighbor's field there, through there. And this is actually the smaller of the branches. This is the one on the east side. And to make a pond out of it, or lake, you'd have to put a dam across here from this higher side. Yeah, it goes all the way up there. High side to the high side over there. You could still leave this as a road. Or actually the road would be the dam. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that would work. Although the hill slopes down here, so yeah. Wherever you put the dam, you make the road where the dam is. Yeah. Yeah, because this goes all the way, almost all the way down to the other end where it flattens out up on top by the other gate. So that's just another dream I had. Cost too much to make. You'd have to push all these trees out, and then the family wouldn't like it. Yeah. Anyway, it's nice to think about. I'm going to take a look at the other branch on the other side. Oh, back up the hill. Okay. Oh, back up at the road, if you can call it that. Passageway. Trail? Yeah, trail. Trail through the woods. We used to use this with my dad to come out if we wanted to cut firewood out here, or to work on the fence on the south end, or anywhere, or even on the east end. Yeah, I think that's how we used to go up to the east end, because it was, like I said, it was trees all the way to the edge of the neighbor's field until we had it all cleaned out. Anyway, a branch on this side is pretty deep, and it goes all the way up to where it goes to high ground. That's all a big branch. But on this side, it's even bigger. I haven't been down there in years too. There's the road. I'm going to go walk through here, get a better look. I wasn't planning on doing any walking through here, but right now I'm following the cow path. Cattle trail. Cattle trail. That's how they go through from up where my brother lives. Pasture up there. Through these woods to his big pasture on the corner of the farm. Yeah, this is a bigger branch, a lot bigger. Yeah, yeah. Going up that way, it's headed toward the barn area. But this branch goes all the way out to that road that I came off the road. I call it the field road. It goes out to the woods. It goes from over there where the road is, the main road, and the house would be over that way. And it goes down, and this branch, I went through this branch to come in to the woods. Let me go down in there and take a look. That's the south end where it borders my neighbor's field, or the farm's neighbor, not really my neighbor, the farm's neighbor field to the south. And I see some cattle tracks in here, or cattle paths. And yeah, this area is a lot deeper and bigger. This would also make a good lake. Yeah, got a ditch. Since I'm here, I'm going to go take a look at something I haven't seen for a long time. Like I said, this branch goes all the way up to where I came in. I came in with the truck from the road, I mean, up that way. But I want to look at something. Yeah, just was I suspected. There's water in here. There's a spring farther upstream. There's a spring, I think. Always been there ever since I can remember when I was little. There's always water in this ditch. Yeah. If I can remember where that spring was. If I remember right, branch here. I think somewhere over there. I think. I'll know when I get there. Yeah, there's still water in the creek. I call it a creek now. Okay, I remember this. I know where this is. And here's where the cattle cross. Well, put it this way, where the water starts is where the spring is. Well, I think I'm getting close. I'm looking downstream. Yeah. See how deep this is? Yeah. My truck's up that way somewhere. There's a cattle crossing. Up that way. But I'm headed upstream. I think I'm getting close. Downstream. This tree is being undermined by the creek. Still water. Still water accumulating there. If I remember right, I think the spring is somewhere there. Let me get closer. I always thought the spring was down at the bottom of that hill because of the corner. From that corner there, when the pasture comes down this way and over, I thought it was there somewhere, but now I see that there's still water here and here. So maybe the spring was farther up than I knew, than I thought. Getting close to the where this branch comes out and surrounded on both sides by pasture. There's the edge of the woods. That's actually where I came in with my truck over there. I came in this woods here, up there on top of that hill. I'm going to go follow this stream a little bit farther. The stream is dry here. It's dry here. Where this where this tree broke off. Not the other one over there, but the one over here, this bigger one, it broke off. There's no water standing in this ditch or anything farther up. That's where it comes out. That's where it comes out into the other pasture. And where I came in was across that branch there, and then go up to the gate. Thing starts a little bit farther downstream. The stream is dry up to this point. Yeah, it's dry here. Dry here. And where this tree broke off, here, here's the water. I think that's where the beginning of the spring is. Because from here on down, it's always wet. So I always thought the spring was farther up. That's what I thought, but I guess I was wrong. There's a spring right there. See if I can get another view of that from the other side. Okay, there's where the pasture trees up there at the corner. Pasture goes that way, or the tree line goes that way, and then I think there might be I think there's the rented ground starts over there on top of the hill. Because I see soybeans up there. There's a fence post there, and then it goes that way. And then it comes down along here in this corner. And right here where this dead tree is with all the vines on it. That's where this spring starts, because it's wet through all the way through here, all the way down, all the way to leaves the farm. Yeah, that water looks refreshing. Okay, let's go back to the truck. Get out of here. It's out of memory. That's what the problem is. I don't know how long. Well, my phone memory was full. I had to go back to the house and download all my videos and then delete them out of my phone to get my memory back. No, then I had to come back, so I've been gone for a couple hours, but you won't know it from this. But anyway, I came back to where I left off. I just couldn't record nothing anymore because of the my phone just wouldn't record nothing no more. I ran out of memory. Anyway, I'm back. Yeah, I realized when I was downloading this stuff, this is going to be a long video. Yeah, but I'm already committed, so I might as well finish what I started. Okay. Yeah, it's let's see, it's right around 6 p.m. now. Yeah, so it's a little later in the day. But this is that road or path in these woods here that my dad used to take with his tractor and thing when we were working on the fence or cutting firewood wherever we wanted to cut firewood. But I don't think he cut much firewood out here, but he did some, mostly to make this little road. I don't think it's been used much lately, because now when my brother comes out here, they drive along the east fence that's been cleared out. It's all cleaned up over there. Anyway, yeah, I always like this area up here. Anyway, I'm coming out into the pasture again. This is on the north side. Keep running over sticks. Okay, we're out. Now I'm going to, there's that branch. The branch on the left here, that's the one that goes down there and meets up with the spring. Yeah, down there. Like I said, this is a big branch. I always wanted to make a lake through here, or at least on the other end. I can't get this set up right. Let me see what I can do. Okay, I got it on the side mirror, side window. So I'm not going to go out yet. I want to drive around this branch to the other side, if I can. I don't know if I can, but I'll try. I think I can drive around it. Although I think the fence is going to prevent me from going too far around where I wanted it to go. We'll see. Yeah, that's the road that I came in on over there, and there's the house and the house over there. My older brother's house, who passed away, that's his house on the right. My parents' house in the middle, with the sheds, and then my niece's house, which is fairly new, all the way to the left. Okay, let's see if I can get around this branch here. I don't know if there's any ditch here or not. Yeah. Yeah, I remember this used to be all full of trees. Somebody had it pushed out. I forget who. Or maybe we cut them. Maybe we just cut them down. Yeah, maybe we just cut them down with the firewood. I can't remember. It's so long ago. Okay, I'm gonna drive up near the fence. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, there's the bean field. The neighbor's rent. I'm going to try to drive down there along the tree line. Yeah, I'm going to try to. I haven't been in here for a long time. Yeah. It's only so, I think it's only so far I can go down there. I'll probably come back the same way. Anyway, let's see how far I can get. Okay. I should have enough memory now. Yeah, if I remember when I was down here, I think I know where the spring starts. Yeah. I'm driving along the fence here next to the bean field. Let's see, look at those dead trees. Let's see if I can find the one I'm looking for. Right up here somewhere. Yeah, the stream bed, or that branches, it's all dry. Oh, right here. There, where this tree, these dead trees are. The one that's right about there, with all the vines growing on it. Yeah, right there is where the spring starts. Right down, right next to that tree. Yeah, that's where the stream. That's where the water starts. Up this way, it's dry, but everything past there, that's where the water starts. So there's a spring in there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'll drive around. Look at something. So I got it on the side mirror. Side window. Oh, I can't hardly maneuver this truck. Yeah, I need four-wheel drive. Hill's too steep. Yeah, I'm glad the fences are set up where I can drive through there along the tree line and around to the other side. Yeah, that's where I'm going to go, drive over there. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's see if I can. Oh, hitting all these bumps. Actually, it's the cattle ruts here. Cattle path made a rut. Yeah. Okay. I always thought the spring was down the bottom of this hill, down there, but it's not. It's farther up the stream. Yeah. This is the jungle. This was my playground when I was growing up. I'd be out here all the time, climbing trees, doing all kinds of stuff. And these pine trees here, they're big now. There's a pine tree here. Dad planted these. We used to use it for Christmas trees. There aren't that many left. Yeah, I don't know. There's a few in here, but not that many anymore. Yeah. Dad planted these pine trees, and we used to cut them when they were small. We cut them for Christmas trees. Again, I think that's why Dad planted them. Anyway, there's a few in here still. Yeah. I've been in here before, a long time ago. Okay, here's some old equipment. Yeah, that's what I came back here to see. Yeah. There's Dad's Massey Ferguson baler, square baler. It had a problem in the timing, I think. It used to break the needles all the time. Yeah. There's that old manure spreader. I'd like to fix that thing up, but it's probably so rotten that it can't be fixed. I remember when Dad parked this out here. I'm surprised they didn't sell it for junk yet. Yeah, I think nobody wants it, that's why. But I remember one of the teeth, I think the timing, where the plunger goes in or something, or where the needles come up to tie the string. Somehow it had some kind of a timing issue, and it was always breaking one of the needles off. Yeah. So that's what happened to that. And that old manure spreader, I don't really remember using it that much. Yeah, I don't know how long that's been out here. There's some other junk out here too that somebody brought out here. There's some kids' bicycles. Yeah. Hey, here's a wagon. Here's a wagon thing frame. Where'd that come from? I don't remember that one. I don't remember that wagon. Yeah. I don't know whose that is. Anyway, but I remember this thing. A couple augers here. We call that the elevator. Yeah. The round one here in front here that's a grain auger. It might still work. Who knows? But that thing there, that's how we used to get the hay bales up into the barn. Yeah, up into the barn loft. And you put them in down, you pull up the wagon to it, and then get the tall end stuck. You can raise it up and get it stuck in the hole in the barn, like a door on the upper loft or anywhere that you had to get the bales put someplace, and then you feed the bales onto that and off the wagon. I've been out here for a while. There's a couple old equipment. Yeah, I haven't used it in probably 30 years. Yeah. Anyway, I'm tired of this four-wheel drive. And now I'm getting a stiff neck. Yeah. Here's some walnuts. Here's a walnut. Here's a walnut. Over here. That's two. Here's a walnut. Here's a walnut. I think that's a walnut. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that's a walnut. There's another walnut. Yeah, this is. When we made firewood here, we always left the walnuts. Here's the south fence. Yeah, there's the neighbor's ground is down in that bottom. Yeah, but right here, or actually the neighbor's ground is these trees. That's the fence. South fence. And then as I make this turn here, it's a rose bush. That's a rose bush. I need to go. Why is there a fence there? I gotta go around the rose bush. Okay, yeah, there's a fence here. That's right. I kind of remember that fence. Okay, this branch here, like I said, that's the boundary where the trees are thicker back there. This is the branch that is down below the pond. I thought about if you go down through this branch and come up that hill. On top of that hill is where my brother has his house, and the sheds up there, the barn's up there too. Yeah. I thought about if we put a dam across here, that would fill it all. It would fill that all the way up to the pond dam that's up there now. But it's deep, but nobody's got money to do it. Yeah, there's that big branch. Yeah, that where that opening is there, through there. That's where the pond dam it goes up and then goes to the right, and then the pond dam's right there. There's a fence that goes along here up to the corner. Oh, a little crooked here, ain't it? There's another walnut. Now I'm back by the south boundary. Let's keep going. I'm almost done with my tour. Got a little bit more. A little bit more. I think that's a walnut here. Another walnut there. Walnut here. 2 walnuts here. Yeah, a lot of walnuts back in here. Hopefully my brother won't decide to cut them down. Yeah. Here's another walnut. And then over here is another branch. That branch is right next to the pond. Well, actually, there's 2 branches. There's a small branch first, and then, I can see the pond. I can see the pond over there. The one my brother fixed up. Yeah, but over this hill here, it goes down. There's another big branch on this side of that pond. I gotta watch where I'm going. There's a bunch of limbs here. Yeah. I think there's a gate up here for the cattle. Yeah, there's the pond over there. Through the trees. Way in the back, way in the distance. So here's the beginning of the branch. There's the house. I can't see my niece's house from here. I can't see anything. The sun's too strong. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not driving in there. I could, but I don't think I can get through that branch. I think there's a big ditch there. I think my brother can do it with the cattle. I don't think. I think the ditch is too big. From that branch, that's why I put that bale there. Because the ditch is too deep. I don't think I can drive a truck through there. But the pond is right over that hill there. Right over the hill. Yeah, right over that way. Yeah, I can't get through there. if I can, I ain't gonna try it. Put it that way. I could walk down there and find out. But, maybe I'll walk down there and check first. I found a place to cross down on the left. I've taken a chance, but I'm gonna try. Hope I don't regret it. Hope I don't regret it. Let's see if I can get through here first. Tight fit. A lot of ruts in here from the cattle. I better put it in four-wheel drive, just to be sure. Now I gotta cut across to the left. I gotta go around that tree. I gotta go on that side because there's a wet spot on this side, but it's dry on that side. So let's see if I can get down there. I can't drive straight ahead because there's a big ditch there. But I should be able to go around here. Yeah. I'm living dangerously, that's for sure. I don't think this truck is meant for this. I don't think this truck is meant for this. Oh, I'm scratching. Okay, now I gotta turn right. Okay. I could have went straight up the hill. Okay. At least I got a better view here of something. There you go. Let's see, what do I got here? I got the pond. My brother has a dock there too. He's got some those blue barrels. He's got it underneath it. It's floating. Yeah, and his cattle are there drinking water over there by the barn shed. And the niece's house is over there across the road. Yeah, they're out there. I'm gonna honk. Let's see if anybody will wave. I guess they didn't hear me. He's working on. Oh well. They probably think it's my brother. Anyway, that's enough. Okay. Get my brother's pond. Got the pond here has moss on it too. And there's the house. Uh-huh. Yeah. And the my brother's house is on the right, behind the trees. Yeah, this all here used to be the orchard. That orchard and the garden. Like from that big tree on the left. Yeah. They used to have apple trees out here, lots of apple trees, and then you also had between the apple trees, and the pear trees were on the left, and that's where we still got some pear trees there on the left there, the short trees. And then, but anyway, in between the apple trees that used to be here, that had potatoes. He raised lots and lots of potatoes to feed his 7 kids. Yeah, and then we always stored them like underneath a bunch of straw. Yeah, during the winter, had to come out and dig them out of the hole. I guess that's what they were working on. I guess they're going over to my sister's house. Anyway, I think that's about it for here. Yeah, let's go see if I can go back the way I came. Let's see. I don't think I've ever had a truck up here. If I did, it came in another way. Yeah, I couldn't. There's the gate that I got to go up, but I can't cross this area. It's too deep. It's too deep down there. I got to go around this other tree. Yeah, I got to go on the right side of that tree there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it four-wheel drive. Okay, let's see if I can get out of here. Same way I came in. Okay. I'll keep it four-wheel drive since I'm on these hills. Yeah, there's the wet spot. This is where the cattle. This is where the cattle go. Okay. I'm gonna scratch the paint. Yeah. Okay. Let's get out. Oh, wait. I almost drove through the big ruts. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, okay. All done. All done. That's where I gotta go back to, over there, where the gate is. The rest should be easy. I don't even think I need my four-wheel drive anymore. Okay, let's go. Yeah. My brother only uses one strand of barbed wire to keep his cattle in, but oh, bunch of ruts here. I should have seen that. I avoided the deepest one. Okay. Okay, let's go. Follow the fence. That's where I'm going. Oh, phone shut off. I wonder how when that shut off. Anyway, I'm recording now. Yeah, I got the niece's house on the left. My parents' house, and the shed, and my brother's house, who passed away already, on the right. Okay, that's all. Let's go out of here. How long that was off. I went to record something and it was off. So I don't know when I turned it off. I think I already got this. Image. I think. Somewhere. I don't know where I crossed. I think it's okay. I just don't want to run into a deep ditch. Okay. I'm ready to get out of here. Farm tour was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Now that I think about it, but I came in this way this morning, or well, no, it was afternoon. But when I came in, I didn't go out this way. I went out the other way, I think. I'm not sure anymore. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Whatever I did, I did. Well, I'm just going to leave it on the side window. One thing, there's too much sun coming at me. Yeah. Okay. A little bumpy through here. Yeah. That's where I was back in there. Too much vibration here. Okay. Let me get a shot of this before I lose my angle. I can't get my brother's house, but that's okay. I got the farmhouse, my dad's parents' house anyway. I think I got the shed with it, and the shed on the left. I guess that's my brother's shed now, since it's on his 5 acres. And then the niece's house way in the back there, sort of in the middle, on their 5 acres. Maybe I'll stop by and say hi. But first I gotta get out of here. I'll be done when I get to the end of the road, I think. Yeah, this will be the end. Hi. Drive straight. Somebody drove through here with a sprayer, I think. Yeah, big wide tires, and big wide spread out tires. Yeah. That's about. I'll go say hi to my niece, since it's the 4th of July. There's my sister-in-law's house. My brother built. Okay, let's head on down to my niece's house. My brother's cattle. Yeah, he raises Angus. He rents a bull every summer. Yeah, he rents a bull. That way he don't have to feed it during the winter time. Okay. Yeah, I help him with his calves once in a while. Oh, I'm back at my place. No worse for the wear. This farm tour video, I think it's a little longer than I anticipated, but all I did was drive around and record, so that adds up. Alright, I'm going to end it here because it's already too long, so that's all for today.